My name is David Jermu. I currently live in Savannah, Georgia. Right now, I'm in the middle of the process of currently purchasing a home. It's been a really big struggle, especially in this market. I just actually recently moved back to Savannah, Georgia, after living in Ohio for a little bit. Right now, I currently work for Pit Stop Fleet Services. Uh, I end up working out of town quite a bit throughout the week, but I get to spend every weekend with my family, and I also get to also spend quite a bit of time throughout the week, even though my job requires me to be out of town quite often. This week has actually been a very hectic week for me, but I am managing to make it through. Um, and so some of my best and worst experiences that I've had in public speaking. I'll start off with my best experience was my senior presentation. I spent many of hours practicing a preparation for this speech that I had to give, which was in giving the goals after high school, and I got a really great outcome. I got really great feedback, and it encouraged me a lot and for public speaking. One of my worst experiences was when it was actually in school when I didn't really prepare that much, and I didn't go over my notes that I've taken, and I ended up just kind of jumbled, and my notes didn't make sense. Nothing made sense, and that was one of my worst experiences that I had in public speaking. Um, what are my goals? My goals is to become very comfortable with public speaking, being able to uh, with who my audience is, being able to give a speech in front of a audience, and for them to have the understanding that I'm wanting them to be able to have. How do I think that God can use my verbal and nonverbal skills to influence others? Is I've overcame a lot throughout my life, especially with stuttering, and sometimes I just have a brain fart. And I feel that it ultimately depends on how I communicate with others, whether it's just one on one, or whether I'm talking to a group of 15, or whether I'm talking to 100 plus people. Is how am I presenting myself? Am I being I feel that God can use my verbal, because I could explain more than explain one thing more than one different ways, and so that they could gather, hey, this is exactly what he's talking about. And nonverbal is how am I? Am I making eye contact with my audience, or am I just boring the audience and just being lousy, coming unprepared for it? What is my how am I dressed? Am I dressed like a maniac, or am I dressed to where I look like I belong there at that moment?